Hello and welcome to another episode of the Investor Financing Podcast. We have a great show. We're going to talk about business finance. We're going to talk about SBA lending specific to the 7A, which is a very versatile tool to acquire franchises, to acquire commercial real estate, for working capital. There's so many uses for it, and it's the best high leverage loan product out there for businesses that are owner occupied. So if you don't know what SBA financing is and you're a business owner or you want to start a business, this is the episode for you. So I'm really excited. We have an amazing guest. Please welcome Ray Drew. He's a managing business development officer for FundX Solutions Group. Ray spent 6 years helping a startup SBA lender grow to one of the top SBA lenders in the country. His specialties include owner-occupied commercial real estate, child care centers, franchises, and other change of ownership transactions. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Excited to have you.
Hey man, I'm happy to be here, and we've got a ton of value right now to talk about. So I want to get into it with everyone, because this is just the 7A program is such a versatile tool for small business owners. And I am just shocked. And I've been doing research on this at how few people know it exists.
Yeah, it's amazing. So let's talk about like the framework first. I think like big picture, if you're buying an existing business that you can provide the tax returns and the cash flow covers the debt service coverage, you can potentially finance 90% of total costs. Is that accurate?
Yeah. And actually sometimes more. And I just wrote about this on Twitter, and it I don't want to say it went viral, but it got a lot of likes. And so, yes, if you're doing your first acquisition, which business acquisitions are just blowing up right now, huge. You think about it, all these baby boomers are retiring. They own businesses. And what do? You don't just shut it down. You can sell it for a profit. Basically, it's worth a multiple of the cash flow that it generates. And so the way to finance that acquisition and this is very common, especially if you're in corporate America wanting to get out, what are your options? You can start, open a franchise, you can buy a business. These are two of the main ones. Well, buying a business gets you into a cash flowing business day one. So SBA 7A, that's the primary way to finance those acquisitions. Outside of cash and seller financing, there's not a whole lot of options. And yeah, it's looking at the tax returns of the existing business, and you're putting in 10% down. Now, my tweet that went viral was that if you then go and buy a second business, and a lot of people don't know that, you could do it at 100% financing as an expansion, as long as it's in the same industry and same ownership structure.
Hey everyone, if you're looking for SBA guidance or advice, please book a call below and you can get on my calendar. We'll meet over Zoom. We'll discuss your scenario, whether you're buying a new franchise or you're buying an existing business or you're doing a rent replacement deal and you're building your own building. We'll talk through the SBA 504 and 7A programs, and we'll see what loan program might be the best fit for your scenario. In addition, we also offer all different sorts of financing options. So I'm happy to book a call with you and we'll go from there. Anyways, look forward to meeting with you, and thanks for your time. Now, I think this is important to point out. Now, if you're starting a business from scratch, you're not likely going to get 90% leverage. You're more likely to get 80 or 85%. Is that pretty accurate? How do you determine on these startup businesses what kind of leverage you'll lend? Is that based on projections?
Well, exactly. And you hit the nail on the head, because the SBA is a guarantee behind the scenes. There are hundreds and hundreds of SBA lenders, and probably 200 that actually know what they're doing. And they're all different: regional, local, national lenders. And they all do different things. And this is one of the biggest misconceptions. It's like, oh no, it's like, I'm going to go get an SBA loan. Well, what an SBA loan is going to be different to all these hundreds of banks. So you're going to have to talk to a few or use a broker to kind of help streamline that process to actually navigate it, because one bank might do its startup with 10% down. The other bank might want 15. The other bank might want 25. But an independent non-franchise startup is one of the hardest things to finance with the 7A loan. So you're kind of starting off on an uphill battle. I would probably not expect to only put in 10% in those cases. I did one recently, and I don't do a lot of them. I focus mostly on business acquisitions and partner buyouts and commercial real estate. But I did one. There was a commercial real estate component, and it was a like a mini golf. And they were buying a building and opening up a mini golf in Georgia, and it was about $1 million project. And we did that with a 15% equity injection.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty accurate that obviously there's an approved SBA directory for franchises, and then if it's a emerging franchise, they have less than 50 units for this franchise. It even makes it harder. So you kind of want to know that going in.
Stay tuned for the next video.